MBS counseling in Karnataka is conducted by the Karnataka Examinations Authority, which is a state authority, and they conduct the counseling for all the private colleges that are affiliated under the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences of Karnataka. So if you're planning to, take an allotment for NEET MBS in Karnataka, you have to participate in the KEA counseling of Karnataka. Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Pooja Kalita, and today I am here to talk about the NEET MBS counseling process of Karnataka for the year 2024. I am going to crack the details about the NEET eligibility criteria, the NEET MBS fee structure, the NEET MBS seat matrix and various reservations, and also try to add some tips and tricks that could make your allotment process easier in Karnataka for MBS. First topic is the NEET eligibility criteria for participating in the NEET MBS counseling of Karnataka. Of course, we have to understand that to participate in the NEET MBS counseling anywhere in India, including Karnataka, you must be qualified with the minimum cutoff percentile, for whether it's in the general category or in the reserve categories, but you have to be qualified. Secondly, you must also complete your internship from a DCI recognized BDS college. That is a very important criteria as well. So these are the main basic criteria to be eligible for the NEET MBS counseling in Karnataka. The second topic is the seat reservation and the seat matrix of Karnataka. So before getting into the details about the seat matrix, first you have to understand the different seat reservations that are applied in the Karnataka seat matrix. Like I already told you that it's a open state, but it also has state reservations. So there are 4 types of seats in the Karnataka seat matrix for MDS: the G quota seat or the government quota seat, the P quota seat or the private quota seat, which are available in private colleges, and the management quota seat and the NRI quota seat. These are the 4 main reservations that apply in the Karnataka seat matrix. For getting a G quota and the P quota seat, you need to have a very good rank as well as a very good NEET score. Then only you have the chances of getting allotted there. So the third topic I'm going to talk about is the seat matrix or the seat availability in Karnataka seat matrix for MDS. This is a very important topic, especially for the students who are planning to target the first round of counseling, because during the first round of counseling, all the seats will be available and open, and there are total 900 seats in the seat matrix of Karnataka, including all the different categories I've already told you about. And out of that, 30 to 35% seats are reserved for the G quota candidates. About 40 to 45% are reserved for the P quota students, and approximately 30-31% is reserved for the NRI and the management quota students. So if I talk about the G quota category, out of 900, around 264 to 265 seats will be available in the G quota category. Approximately 414-15 seats will be available for the P quota category, and around 200 to 220 seats will be available in the NRI or the management quota category. So depending upon your eligibility criteria, your budget, or your NEET score as well, you should plan to target one of the seat categories in Karnataka. Now coming to the branch-wise seat availability in the seat matrix of Karnataka. In orthodontics, about 130 to 140 seats will be available. For endodontics, the same number is going to be available. That is 130 to 140 for 2024. Apart from that, oral surgery will range between 108 to 115 maybe, if there is an increase in number of seats. Coming to prostho, around 100 and 120 seats you can expect. Apart from that, pedo, you can expect around 90 to 100 seats. For periodontology, you can expect around 110-115 seats. Coming to your non-clinical branches, oral medicine, radiology has the highest number of seats, that is around 80 to 90 seats. Coming to public health, there is about 70 to 60 to 70 seats, and oral pathology also you can expect 60 to 70 seats. So overall, including all this approximate range, there are about 900 seats approximately. But in the fact that if there is increase in the number of seats, this is the overall seat matrix or the seats that are going to open up in the NEET MBS counseling for the year 2024 for you all. So you decide your branch, your budget, and then you can plan accordingly for your NEET MBS counseling and get an allotment in one of the good dental colleges of Karnataka. The last and the fourth topic is the fee structure in Karnataka. This is a very hot topic and students are having a lot of speculations and confusions. So already I have told you about the different seat categories of Karnataka. So like that only, the seat, the fee structure is also divided. So in the G quota seat, it's a state quota seat and it is a government quota seat, so the fee structure is very less. Any branch you take, the fee structure will range between 3.72 lakh, or maybe there might be a little bit increment this year, so you can expect up to 4 lakh. If you're targeting the P quota seat, you can expect a fee structure of 6 lakh 80 to 7 lakh this year. And if you're targeting for the NRI or the management category, then you can expect double of the P quota seat or triple of the state quota G quota seat, because the fee structure can range anything between starting from 8 lakh per annum and can even go as high as 20 lakh per annum depending upon the branch. However, here you must understand that in the management quota and also in the P quota, there might be slight variation based on the clinical and non-clinical branches. Certain non-clinical branches like oral medicine, radiology might be little bit of higher fees compared to oral pathology or community dentistry, or in some cases in the P quota category you might see that the fee structure for perio or pedo is a little bit lesser compared to the other 4 clinical branches. But if you are planning for branches like ortho, endo, prostho or even oral surgery, first of all, either you need a very high rank or you have to plan for a high budget college, because otherwise getting an allotment in a good college will be difficult for you. So it will depend upon your situation in which category you can get allotted for MDS in Karnataka. Lastly, I am also going to give you 2 important tips for targeting the NEET MDS counseling in Karnataka, especially for the students who are already qualified. The tip number 1 is try to take an allotment in the first round, because in the first round there will be maximum number of vacancies, and after the first round seats will obviously get exhausted. So if you're planning in Karnataka for a good quality college, target the first round and try to get allotted. The second tip is, in Karnataka the budget is a very crucial factor, and also if you're planning for any quota seat or any category seat, many people are not aware that there are miscellaneous charges also. So say for example your budget per annum is even 10 lakh, consider around 1.5 lakh rupees extra in your budget. Any college you are going, there will be miscellaneous fees, so kindly also consider that. And with this I come to the end of this video. I hope this information is going to help you. Also, if you're having any doubts or queries regarding the NEET MDS counseling in Karnataka, you can put it down in the comment section and I will try to revert back as soon as possible on that. And if you like what I am doing, please like, share and subscribe. This will help me to make more knowledgeable videos for you like this. Thank you so much for watching.